We'll see how they can do on serve receive. We won't have to see it quite yet. Natalie Foster iced by the timeout. Tip the cap to Ramon Hernandez-Cruz. Always good to talk about some things when you're trailing by 5. It's important. And if you can ice a really good server in the process, kudos to you for that. Great first ball there for Orlando. Schwann on the attack. Maddox off the bick. Great defense by Georgia Murphy. And Brittany Abercrombie blows up the block for the kill.
I thought that ball was down. Out of nowhere, Georgia Murphy comes flying in. Great heads-up play. You know, she stays very low on defense and then moves so quickly forward. I think Vegas also thought that ball was down.
7:22 Eastern time here in Orlando, and Georgia Murphy is serving up some pancakes. Looper turned back by the block. Maddox can't track it down. And Madison, Orlando is just feasting at Federation play. Continues in the Sunshine State. Addition Financial Arena, the home of the Orlando Valkyries. And Brittany Abercrombie goes back to serve, and Hannah Maddox just hammers the bick to side out for Vegas.
Hannah Maddox has no fear. That was such a brave rip on the ball. All the blockers up, but she finds a way to score by identifying the hands of the blockers well and swinging away.
That sends the middle blocker, Berkeley Oblad, back to serve. Off the D-ball, there's Abercrombie. And what do you make of this, Madison? I think it's a lot of fun seeing these teams willingly and intentionally set the back row.
It is such a prominent part of pro volleyball, setting the back row, having that be an active part of your offense and a consistent part of your offense. What makes these teams so good.
What a serve by Courtney Schwann. Brianna Spain blows the whistle against Vegas. Pointed toward the net. I'm not sure if I misread that or if I looked late. Schwann tried to drop another one right over the top of the net and nearly did so, but came up short.
So far, the service pressure, while there have been errors from the Valkyries, has been really good. They're holding Vegas to a 1-4-3 hitting efficiency.
And sometimes that firepower that Orlando possesses, the overdigs that they induce, become easy pickings for somebody else.
Nice heads-up play by Adora Anai, taking advantage of that, seeing the court.
That was the second setter for the Thrill so far this season. She targets Adora Anai on serve receive, now tees up Oblad. Abercrombie finds the back corner. And Orlando is on the doorstep with a couple handfuls of set points.
It was a good block touch by Natalie Foster, middle for the Valkyries, to slow down that attack, allowing.
And Foster goes back to serve. Graham on the run, lays out. Maddox attacks from the back row. Abercrombie, that is so smart. And Orlando races away with the first set.
Brittany Abercrombie already has 8 kills, hitting over 700 in this first set alone. Those are incredible numbers from her.
An incredible start for Orlando as a team. They win set 1 by 10 here at Addition Financial Arena. We'll be back.
Placement by both teams during that rally.
4th kill of the match for Hannah Maddox, who had 39 combined in Vegas's 2 prior meetings with Orlando this season. We've got a challenge coming from Orlando.
Orlando is.
I think her consistency, her placement of the ball, I mean, I could probably name a million skills. She has been really good for a very long time. She's a winner through and through. She's a natural leader on the court. You can see after every rally, she is going in, she is coaching up her team. She's a true leader. And then not to mention, she has all of the intangibles.
Is it for an opposite to score at the clip that she does, and as you mentioned, as efficiently as she does?
I mean, it's so impressive what she's able to do from the back row and the front row. It definitely helps that she's a lefty. Oh, she almost had that. Nice up by Glass Childress.
Great defense once again by Orlando, manning the net well. And Schwann's heady tip pays off in a kill. Midway in the air, it looked like it had no chance, and it ended up looking closer than it looked like it would be. Schwann off speed, picked up by Hannah. Looper. Off the block. Abercrombie bounces it off the top of the block. In Florida, the Valkyries up 1-0 over Las Vegas, leading set to 16-10. Off the back set to Oblad. That is a timely side out by the Thrill.
That's Berkeley Oblad's second kill of this set, hitting well over 300. I like that they're running her in front and behind as well.
Speaking of behind.
Right back position, she can run through so many attackers.
Boy, Stout got jammed up there on serve receive, and you got to play that ball.
It's tough. As the setter, she is screaming, help, help, someone come in and take it. Not sure.
Take it. They trim the lead to 4. Shampoo backing up, pin-to-pin set to Anai, turned back by the block for a second time. Out of system, Abercrombie. The block drops in over the back of Natalie Foster's head, and Amy Pauley has seen enough. Timeout, Orlando.
Good 4 matches.
I mentioned that Hannah won a national championship with Penn State, started her career at Clemson. Good defense there by Vegas. Great work there by Looper. The Thrill stay in the rally. It's a free ball, though, for Orlando. Abercrombie tips it over the top of the block and down. Just while Orlando has been on a heater. Boy, that ball was hovering above the tape, and it was put down by Vegas.
I think that she forgot that she was back row.
Yep.
She looked a little confused afterwards. There's a chance she forgot that she just served.
Sometimes it just happens like that. Set points for Orlando. Willow Johnson on the attack. Yosia bodied it. And Adora and I couldn't track it. And that is how set 2 comes to an end off a service error by the Thrill. Orlando heads to the back every single time. If they're going to do it tonight, they're going to have to do it the long way in a reverse sweep. Jardine turned back twice. Loberg takes a rip off the left, excuse me. Troll sets the out of system. Jardine caught a piece of the block. How many quality block touches is Orlando gonna get? Point goes to Vegas, who tried everything they could offensively. They benefit from an attack error, but man, Orlando is impressive manning the net.
And they've been a lot more efficient to the start of this set.
6-4 Vegas early here in set 3. Oblad off the block. Shampoo pulled out on first contact. And off speed once again is enough for Brittany Abercrombie. She's dropped the hammer plenty of times tonight, but some of her most effective shots, Madison, have looked like this.
And that was almost all she could do, but she put it in the right spot. That set a little low, but she got her feet there. She's very fast and then has wonderful court vision.
What a stretch by Schroll. Brown off 1 foot, missed the sideline.
I'm a big fan of Mary Schroll. I got to call one of Arizona State's games this past season, and she is incredible. Big 12 Libero of the Year last season. There's no question why. She was digging everything up. Her numbers were incredible.
Coming off a season-high 12 digs in the Thrill's last match at Columbus. In fact, Mary Schroll, number 10 in white, who's set to check back onto the floor here for the Thrill. As Brown will head back to serve, Orlando trails by 1. Lane Van Buskirk, the product out of Pitt, and the Canadian national off 1 foot puts that ball down on the slide.
Lane Van Buskirk brings more experience to this position, more so than Morgan Stout. Nice swing by her, taking advantage of the open block.
Glass Childress serves into the net. And that'll send Shampoo Goodbard, the setter for Orlando, back to serve. How about these two veteran setters who have a wealth of international and professional experience? It is Childress sending the ball over. Abercrombie off the block. Good block touch there by Vagas. Recycled off the block by Jardine. Maddox caught hands and out.
This is a better looking thrill team in this third panics, but when you call the timeout, it forces you to think about it and take a second.
Or scan the QR code for instant access.
Nice swing there by Schwann.
I mentioned it before, but the last time these two teams met, Courtney Schwann only recorded 3 kills. She is out. She was a little off balanced.
4-point lead. Willow Johnson off the right. Willow Johnson, who started the season off as one of the starters in the opposite, her and Lauren Jardine both, until Cameron Hanna came on strong with an important swing there. Here's Loberg off the block. Abercrombie with another kill.
It's a beautiful out-of-system set by Adora Nye over her shoulder. She makes everything look so casual, so it's really fun to watch, but nice placement by her. With Brittany Abercrombie on that right side as a lefty, she doesn't have to wait for the ball to cross over her body. She can just snap on it really fast.
Adora Nye, you mentioned how casual she makes it look. She's actually had as many as 7 assists in a match this season. Schwann. Johnson. And Shampoo could not get a read on that ball. Set number 3 has been a real highlight.
5 kills, hitting almost 700. Very impressive.
Misconnection. Brown. Oblad into the net. And you can feel it starting to snowball here for Las Vegas. Worth mentioning once again, the Thriller, the only team that Orlando has not yet taken a match from this season. And they are 2 points away from changing that. Loberg. Schwann played up and over by Johnson, and that was smart volleyball by Kaz Brown. Put it right back down for match point.
And that's just one of those plays that you can't really afford if you're the Thrill. An overpass like that, that one you really want to be controlled on your side of the net. But the Valkyries just playing cleaner, more consistent volleyball. It has been impressive, though, on the Thrill side, seeing the depth that this team has. That's very impressive. They have a bright future, and they're still in it for number 1.
We do get to see Aaron Olson off the dub sub into serve. That was a good serve at that by Olson. Johnson blocked, and Orlando is 8-4.
For their offense, they're one of the top in the league in efficiency. They've taken care of the ball. I'll convert those to kills, but we've seen them.
That's lost. Somebody let the Valks get hot, and they are making